we're going to be talking about LPS birds. As you can see, I have quite a few LPS birds. Unfortunately, I do not own a Generation 3 LPS bird, but I do own a Generation 3 LPS thing. Yeah, so this will be our LPS bird for Generation 3. I think it's supposed to be a kangaroo, but I'm not sure. So let's just get straight on into the video. So these are the Generation 2 LPS birds I have. I have this parrot, and I have this very old LPS penguin. So these two LPS are probably around in Generation 2, and they're probably made around year 2006 and 7. Unfortunately, I do not have another LPS penguin to compare this one to, but I do have some more parrots. So we're just gonna have to push the penguin aside and stick to the parrot for today. So once they stopped selling these LPS in store, they made an LPS TV show and started to release these LPS. These LPS were specifically from their TV show, and I didn't mind this. I thought it was kind of similar to the old one, just on the tail. So I actually liked their logo, but I did not like the design of the LPS they chose. Their heads just had a stud, and they are removable, but it's very hard to get them back on, so I'm not going to remove it. And their paint job was just horrid, and this one was like beautiful. And honestly, I was not a fan, and I actually got very mad when they released these. Because they had so many complaints about these LPS, they decided to release these LPS. So they did decide to release a mommy and baby set, a few of these, and a few of these alone. I used to have the short hair, but I can't find it anymore. So I'm actually really mad about that. So these LPS were just as good as the old ones, and I am so happy when they released these. I think they used a little bit cheaper of a plastic, but that didn't bother me. With the babies though, they still did use that giant stud, so that means their heads are not bubbly at all. But I think the babies were so much of a big step up from these, and so were these guys. Unfortunately, they only released these for a couple of months until they decided to take these out, and then bring in these guys. Okay, so now we're getting to a point where we can start to consider the mold, because these, I believe, are supposed to both be parrots. This parrot is very unrealistic, and it's kind of just funny looking, and I did not like this logo at all. I definitely preferred the old LPS logo and this LPS logo over this big paw on the back of the head. I did notice though that their paint job did get a little bit better, but the only problem was the plastic that they're using. This plastic that they're using is like rubber on the head, but then on the body, it's like a hard plastic. And not to mention, the heads pop right off, and it's like the same old stud, but just like a stick as a stud. Now let's consider the molds. So on the old parakeet, or parrot, it had wings to the side, and the tail was going nicely up. And on this one, the wings are kind of, its head isn't even on properly. So like I was saying, on this one, the wings are all spread out. The tails are very similar, except this one's more of like a wing tail, and this one's more of like a regular tail. The size, this one, like its head is huge, and this one's just kind of normal. This one has huge eyes, which actually I think are adorable. The hair on the top of the head, this one's like a mohawk, and this one's more of just like little springs, not even going all the way down the head. And instead of feet, like it's sitting on a perch or something, or like regular bird feet, it's kind of just like two little things, just regular. And for some reason, the chest, this one over here has a nice like layer of feathers, which I like, but this one has that layer of feathers like secretly, but it won't focus. But yeah, it has like the zebra stripes. And they also gave the LPS very tiny holes in the feet. They also started putting holes in the LPS's body, and you could stick these little deco bits in it, and it was just a terrible idea. After people started complaining about this Generation 4, they released Generation 5. Also, I forgot to mention this duck is also part of Generation 4, and the heads don't bow, or even move for that fact. But I'll compare these two later. So when they released this generation of LPS, they did stop putting holes on the body anywhere, and they made them look a lot more normal. As you can see, they did continue the thing with the feet, but otherwise the molds are almost identically similar, except for the hair. I do like the hair on the back of the head thing. They started imprinting their LPS with the logos, and the wings are to the side like they should be. And to be honest, I can see these LPS in videos. This owl, which I don't have another owl to compare it with, though is really nice and cute, and their heads did stop popping off. So yeah. The paint jobs are so much better, and they actually did some gradients. Anyways, I think these LPS are really adorable. The only thing is they're still using that cheap plastic. But otherwise, I would definitely see these LPS in future videos, and I think they're really adorable. So this is a Generation 4 LPS baby duck, and this is a Generation 5 LPS cockatoo. As you can see in the duck, there are still holes everywhere, and I hate that. And the paint job on this is good, but it's almost like scary, like I don't like it. Now this one's paint job is really adorable, and I love how it's blushing. I think this LPS is really adorable in general. Also, like I said earlier, this one's head, like whatsoever won't turn. It's like, I don't care how hard you try, it won't turn. Now this LPS can make a full 360 with its head. It can turn really well. Sorry, I can only use one hand, so that's why I can't turn it. But like even when I use two hands, this LPS's head doesn't turn. In all, I believe that this generation of LPS could be the new good generation of LPS. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys. My phone, really? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.